in the internets.
In the intrawebs.
In the intrawebs. I'm Queen.
And I'm Marika.
And this is Over Mimosas. Over Mimosas is a weekly show in which Marika and myself come up to talk about different things, and we drink mimosas. This week we are having a release party. Woo, woo. Release party over mimosas. And continue with the party. Okay,
the
Facebook seems to be back on. The release party.
Yes.
Go ahead and invite some people over.
Hey.
We're gonna have a great discussion.
How you doing, girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so glad to see y'all.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This has been such a day. How has y'all week been?
Right.
It's been a week since we've seen y'all. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, what's new?
Yeah.
What's new with y'all week? What's poppin'?
Oh, that's good. Things have been popping, coming along real good.
Yeah, right?
Like positive stuff.
Positive stuff. That's always good.
Sending out that good energy, getting it back.
Yes.
You know, it's just awesome.
Yes,
You
yes.
know?
Same
And
here.
with you.
Yes. So today,
Happy anniversary.
it's my 3rd wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Excited.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Yes.
Happy anniversary. Happy
Twerk
anniversary.
anniversary. Yeah, all day, every day. Celebrate.
Yes.
Big shit, little shit. Celebrate
Yes.
all, honey.
3 years. That's
All,
awesome.
Yes, 3 whole
That's
years.
great. Awesome.
So while we're getting everything ready for you know, sharing and all that stuff while people come on, let me tell y'all about my my wedding. Okay, so it was hilarious because we got married. Okay, so we live in Columbia, South Carolina, right? For y'all Gamecock fans, y'all know what
oh my God.
what I'm about to say is super important.
Remember that weekend?
Yes.
I remember
So
it.
we got married
Oh my
on a
God.
game weekend.
Oh my God. Homecoming
weekend.
Yes.
A home game, USC Gamecocks on a home game, and we got married at Bobbleway. So if you know where Bobbleway Church is,
yes.
it is right in the path of game traffic. Needless to say, it was an adventure. It was a full-on adventure. Hey, Alicia, what's good, boo?
Hey,
y'all going to forgive me for like squinting my eyes and stuff. I'm like,
we're under new lighting.
yeah, we are in a new lighting.
We're in new light.
New lighting. Same mimosas.
Yes.
New lighting.
Yes.
And y'all go ahead and
Share.
grab your mimosas, share, bring people on through. We're having a release party. So, Marika, why don't you tell everyone what a release party is?
What our
this
release party is going to be about is releasing stuff that's holding us back
Yeah.
from the physical stuff, energetic holds, mental holds, and holding on to that self-talk that nigga. You stop.
Look, it be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You done said something to my spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and just letting go and releasing and enjoying the release as you letting it go to see some more positive, you know.
Yes. Yeah. To open the doors for some good shit.
That's I was going to say something else.
Yeah.
See the positive.
Let it happen.
Let the whole other opportunities come forward.
Y'all tell me if y'all can see us on Facebook, because it was coming up a little choppy. I want to make sure that it's...
They're right here, boo.
Oh,
They're right here.
Okay,
We
I see
drinking.
'em.
We drinking the mimosas, honey.
No, we're good. No, that light is great. We're good.
Yeah, we're drinking the mimosas.
Yeah,
They're
we really
here.
are.
See, we
Okay,
got our glasses.
good. So, y'all
Instagram.
grab your glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me refill because
Okay. Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah, I have to refill.
I'm still on my first.
Well, I did start it a little.
This is
earlier
true.
than
You did. Being a mom is hard.
Yes,
Being a parent is hard. It is beautiful, but man, when they come to you with the funniest thing, you cannot feel her fan. I feel like every time we start a show,
yes,
something happens, and it's like,
Welcome Instagram. That's my cousin. What's up, Tanya?
Hey, cousin.
What's up, girl? I hear you. I see you.
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
I'm gonna start tagging folk. Tag folk in here so they can come see it.
Yeah, share. Go on your Facebook page and share our Over Mimosas live stream.
Yeah.
Let's get it popping, you guys. Let's get this party popping, honey.
So,
let's get it popping, honey.
So what we've noticed, we were actually gonna have a disclaimer.
Oh yes, we didn't.
Every time we have our show, we have to have this disclaimer.
Let's bring it back.
The disclaimer is, well, first, for those of you who are watching Over Mimosas for the first time, this show was set up to talk about issues and things important to women, for women, by women. And it turned into, anyone can view it and share experiences. This is all just to share experiences and to have an outlet, a positive discussion. At the end of every show we have a positive resolution or suggested positive resolution for whatever it is we're talking about.
Or if you have a positive
or if you have one, yes,
to contribute to our, show, hey,
come through.
More than welcome.
Come through, basically. At the end of the day, it's all love, and that's why we're doing it. So, the disclaimer is, I don't know why I can't, we are not professionals at all, okay? We are just talking about things that we have gone through and have experienced and want to share. And, we want to learn stuff, too. Exactly. We want to know what y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. I got to plug something up. Look at me. And jump. So that is the first disclaimer that we just going to make sure we get popping.
Hey, boo.
Yes. Hey, Felicia. What's good? We're on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, we are Over Mimosas. On Instagram, we are Over Mimosas 718 because we're both from Brooklyn. On YouTube, we are Over Mimosas. Please subscribe. We will be doing this every Wednesday around 8 o'clock. We're a little late today because, like I said earlier, it is my anniversary. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a little bit of celebrating.
Anniversary thing.
Okay. But yes, we definitely thank y'all for tuning in. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We are going to try to see these small little words.
Okay.
We're going to do our best.
Hey, D, what's going on, boo?
But that's what we're working with right now.
That's what we're working with.
So,
let's celebrate.
Over Mimosas. So the release party, we were actually going to come up with another show before deciding on this, and then on, what was it, Monday?
Yeah.
Boy. Monday, me and Marika took a fabulous trip to Krispy Kreme, to which we had a conversation about things to let go and how we hold on to things, because for the both of us, things have been starting to open up in our lives, from little to bigger things.
Right.
From just our minds and the way we're thinking of things differently. That's starting to open up. Opportunities are starting to come to the both of us, individually and with Over Mimosas and stuff. So we're excited about that. Thank y'all so much for helping us. Stay with us.
Yes. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please subscribe. So, and with that. On Monday, while we were, on our way to Krispy Kreme, I said to Marika, I was like, I am dealing with success anxiety. And that just means that I am so used to things not going the way that I want them to, in a positive way and in a big way, that I don't know how to handle when things are coming. So I'm looking around for the bad thing to happen. And that's when Marika said, oh, no, you got to release that. You're going to have to let that go. And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I am. Yeah. All right, so Boston Girl said, clear your minds, positive vibes only.
Yes, absolutely.
Listen.
All the time. My cousin know. That's what's up. Hey, Felicia. Oh, success anxiety. Yes, Felicia. Yes.
Success anxiety.
Yes.
And that has even, since it's my anniversary, I can be transparent with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We fam. So another thing that me and Marika talked about was that we both have experienced dealing with some bad relationships, you know what I'm saying? Relationships that weren't good for us and, you know, didn't make us feel good and stuff like that. And then we got into more positive relationships and didn't know how to handle it because we're so used to being like, you know, dogged out or cheated on or just feeling bad or just feeling sorry or just feeling stuck. That when we started to be happy, at least I speak of it for me, when I started to be happy, when I met my husband, I didn't know how to handle it at all. I was like, you know, and little did I know at that time he was dealing with the same thing. He was thinking, oh, nah, this is good. Nah, if it's good, where the bad side at? You know what I'm saying? What's about that? And I was thinking the same way. I just wasn't as verbal. Mine was internal, and that's something I was holding on to because it was so normal. Like, think about, you know what I'm saying? We think about how many things we've gone through, like when we've been hurt. And we know how to cry. And then we know how to navigate because we're used to it. Like, how fucked up is it that we're used to it? You know what I'm saying? So that's something else that we
so into our heads.
Yes, we in our heads, in our own way. Like,
it's like we're looking for the next.
Yeah, we're looking for the bad thing to happen.
Yeah, that bad thing to happen. The same way with me, with my relationship. You know, every relationship goes through some things, but when you start going positive and you see the growth in both of you guys, and you look for, okay, what's going on?
What's happening?
You know, and I'm like,
what's the problem?
What's the problem? Is this, you sure? Everything
right?
All right?
Yeah, right. Like, then you start asking dumb shit like that. Is everything okay?
You good?
Because you acting like you like me, and I don't understand why you like me.
You sure?
And then you got that look from the other person like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I like you. You just not used to nobody. No.
Like, you don't let that crazy shit go.
Right. Let that say that shit. Say that shit. This is
awesome.
But that's what it be like.
Felicia said happy anniversary.
Thank you, Felicia. So that's why we're having a release party. We're releasing a day. This conversation is to talk about things that you need to or want to release, and only you know what they are. I know what I need to let go of is success anxiety. I need to stop being afraid to be happy. Excuse me one moment. I'm gonna go be a mom.
Yeah.
Y'all give me a second. Gotta be a mom. Marika, hold it. POP, hold it down.
POP, hold it down. Yeah, she in there going in. She about to, But yes, success anxiety is a mind thing that you need to get out of your head, that you can't get out of your head by thinking more positive and just trying to keep the negative or the negative negative self-talk down, as well as trying to keep yourself uplifted and, you know, positive, on a positive vibe. Yep. And I'm sorry, I talk with my hands all the time. I try to keep my hands down. That's why I can't stutter on my words or whatever. But I talk with my hands a lot. You know, we all know deal with heartache and pain. And yeah. Yep, Felicia. So, I have five ways. I have a list of 5 ways of letting go. So, let me get to my Google Drive. Excuse me, you guys. So one of the ways I wrote down, I thought about is letting go, is paying tribute to that thing that is holding you back. Pay tribute to it, accept it, give homage to it, and then you just let it go. Let me get to my 5 ways to let it go. Yeah, write down your thoughts. One of the ways I looked at it is write down your thoughts. Send it or keep it to yourself or burn it. That's one of the ways. That's one of the tributes that I would say letting other things go. Another way is releasing. Releasing is crying. Now, if you crying is a good energy. It's like a way of washing away all the fears and all the anxiety that's in you, and just release. That's like a release. I'm sorry. That's like a release thing. I'm looking at Instagram as well. I'm sorry, you guys. That's like a release mechanism as of crying and letting everything that's in you out. And it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to cry. Women cry and men. You know, there's nothing wrong with a man crying as well, to release that stress that's in them. You know. talking about 5 ways of letting things
Oh,
go,
yay.
of releasing.
Now thank y'all for the pause for the cause.
Pause for the
Had to go
cause.
be a mom.
But yeah, pause for the cause. But yeah, so my first one was paying tribute, writing it down, burning it, as of letting it go.
Yeah.
The next one is crying for men, women, just crying. It's a good energy. Sometimes people like, oh, you're not supposed to cry.
Man, you can't.
That. I mean,
let that shit out.
Let that shit out. Holding it is nothing but stress. And okay, focus.
What's in it?
My handwriting sucks. That's why I look on the computer.
She sucked my handwriting. I'm sitting there trying to figure out why my daughter's still crying. I mean, I guess she released it, but right now I'm like, I'm over it.
So let her release.
I'm over it.
Poor thing.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not going to do this. No, but she's a mastermind, okay? I don't care what anybody says. She's a 7-year-old mastermind, and she knows exactly what she's doing. All right. But in the meantime.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to him. All right. So, number, what was that?
Tree. That's
the 3?
This is tree right there. See, I told you my handwriting
She's
sucks.
right. Y'all don't want to see none of that. All right. No, focus on what you need, not what others think you need. Let me say something. That is something that's hard to let go of when you're a people pleaser. When you're a people pleaser, your overall mission, top to bottom, is to appeal to what someone else thinks and even what someone else feels or what you perceive someone else to feel, right? So if you think that you living
Thank you, cousin. She was
Thanks, cousin.
Thank you.
if you sit and feel like someone else is going to be proud of you or happy for you or happy with you if you do a certain thing, that can travel with you for decades. I know. I've been doing it since I was little. I've just started to come out of it as an adult. And that is something I had to let go of, trying to make everybody else happy. Like giving so much of yourself away that you don't even know who you are anymore. Like
having time for yourself, your self-talk, your self-care. Putting your self-care aside for somebody else's.
That is real shit.
Care.
And I think we talked about this on one of our earlier shows, how we as women, how we are, nurtured or have been conditioned to be so nurturing and so giving. We
are nurturers. We are creators. We create.
Yeah, we create, but we don't have to. See, and that's the other part. We create, yes, and we hold the energy of the universe within us, yes, but that doesn't mean that we have to give. So we're depleted because we have this tremendous power, this tremendous gift. Like, we don't have to be fucking selfish. I have learned as a hey cousin. I have learned that I don't need to overextend myself for other people. They got to do their own work.
Right.
I can't do the work for them. And I want to, because I'm that person, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep what it is I want people to feel good. I don't want them to have to feel any of the pain that I felt. But it's not my responsibility to keep you from that experience that might be helping you. That I had to learn later. Okay. I mean, I learned it later that I can't fix every mistake. Right. You have to know how to do it, especially when you're a friend, friend, big sister, mother, and big brother, stuff like that. You have to know when to pump the brakes and be like, I got to take care of me. Like, you're killing me.
Yeah,
you're
actually
you're killing me, or I'm allowing you to kill me.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You're not doing shit. I'm allowing you shit to happen. Yeah. Right? Got to release that part.
Exactly.
The next one was focus on your gain. That's it. Is that what it says? Yay, I read it. Good job for me. I'm gonna drink on that because it looks funny. It didn't look like that. It looked like
focus on your gain. That means when one door opens, When one door closes, another one will open. Focus on the opportunity that's out there.
Sorry. It did look funny. For Instagram, I should see it. But no, but that's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? Focusing on your gain.
Yeah.
And your gain is that you wrote it down.
I did.
That's the game. All right. So let's see. Let's look at some of these comments. Let's go back. Okay, so yes, thank you for the happy anniversary. We know how to deal with. Felicia said we know how to deal with heartache better than being in love.
Absolutely.
Shit, yes.
Absolutely.
Ain't that what the 90s was all about? 90s music, wasn't it? Was it? Let me tell you something. I put up, sidebar, I put up a post maybe like a week ago, after sitting down and watching 90s videos, old 90s videos. I was watching Carl Thomas, Emotional.
Oh my God.
Where his face don't change. Right. His facial expression don't change the whole video. Go watch that shit. And then fucked around and watched Cry For You by Jodeci. I know why Jodeci went crazy. Has nothing to do with drugs and alcohol. And I said this. It's because there was heat exhaustion. These motherfuckers was in the damn desert in Dubai in leather.
You still
okay? And JoJo had on a full leather suit with a black tee. Okay? They had on leather pants. With them leather boot, with probably black Timbs.
I don't even remember the video.
With black Timbs.
It's been so long.
I don't know who gave the okay for KC to take his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? I guess skinny dudes need love too. Nah, but hey, you know what I'm saying? He was like, look, fuck that. I made the group. I get to have my shirt off. And then JoJo was like, okay, KC, do what you want. I'm staying in a full damn goose down leather vest and a leather. Not leather, in a black t-shirt. Heat exhaustion. That's what happened. That's what made them all go fool. Heat. It wasn't the drugs. It probably was.
It probably was.
But still. But yeah, I just want to say that. That's what the 90s was about. We was dealing with heartbreak, and we were taught how to navigate through heartbreak. What was you told? Like, what have you heard from some of your elders? Like, oh, well, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how the ball bounces. That's how it bounces.
You just got to roll with the punches. My husband had a whole nother family, and you just got to deal with it.
No, ma'am. Okay.
Fuck you mean, Grandma? You mean I just got to deal with it? Well, actually, my grandmother ain't never said no shit like that. My grandmother said more like, my mama said things like, if you cheat, slice that nigga up. Real shit. If I'm lying, ask any of my cousins. My mama was like, look, my mama was notorious for being like, on some real shit. I wish I would have learned more from her when I was younger. But, experiences happen when they happen, and it's all to the good. Right. But my mama used to say shit like, well, one man won't do another one well. Right. She was big on that shit. Like, she didn't play no games. She was like, if a man act up, you have some lie underneath your sink. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. She was that type of mama. She was like, yes. Why you think I always have grits in the house? I said, oh shit. And then I got popped with grits one time, and I was like, what the fuck? Now it makes sense. And that's why I know that.
With the grits.
Was it? All right, look. Yeah. Throw some hot grits on that. So yeah, I had that, but I have heard, older women say, well, that's just how it was. And, my husband did this. And granted, I know you go through stuff, but like when you hear shit like that, what were we being taught to accept? And even guys, even men that were taught to, it's cheaper to keep her, or you got to spend all this money to keep her. Well, like, what would we really be
happy
taught?
Happy wife and happy life and stuff.
I dig it, but also a happy husband, make some muffins. I don't know. I just happy. How about that? Happy house.
Right. But
keeps out the mouth. I don't know. I could go on with that nose. Hey, Blaze.
Yo,
so, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go back to talk. I'm sorry. I'm going on for 10. Yeah. It's a great day. Don't y'all laugh at me. But no, it's okay. You can laugh.
It's coming.
So, who else? Felicia said, crying is therapeutic. Absolutely it is. Alice said, it affects femme people more, I feel, how we are raised to be hyper nurturers. This is true. Also, hi. My cousin said, "Get them queens." Let's see what else. Alice said, "How do we unlearn that and learn to share the nurturing shit?" Like, okay, yeah. How do we unlearn overextending ourselves and learn to share the nurturing shit? Well,
self-care.
Self-care.
Like, really, you have to stop. Just pump the brakes and take care of yourself. It's hard to do. It's easier said than done, you know. But when you're that gonna worn the fuck out all the time, you're gonna eventually. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to stop. Or yes, no, yeah, but no. You know, eventually, and then once you do that, and then you continue to and learn how to say no and put them boundaries up. Eventually, you'll get in the habit of it. It's hard. It's easier said than done, but eventually you'll get into the habit of it.
And I think
saying no and taking care of yourself and not being that number one there for everybody, you know.
I think we have to also stop associating our want to care of self with neglect for somebody else.
Right. And
like, because that's not what that means. It's kind of like, or because I'll be the one to say it, it's kind of like saying I'm pro-black, but that don't mean I'm anti-white. It just means I'm pro-black. So when you say I'm pro-me, it doesn't mean I'm anti-you.
Yeah,
it just means I'm pro-me. But we have been taught, again, we talk about conditioning a lot because it's really prevalent, especially in the world that we live in now and have been brought up to live in.
Yeah, that's our upbringing. Like
it really is conditioned that we've been taught that as soon as you start thinking of yourself, you're a bad person, you're selfish. Being selfish is so terrible. Yeah, being selfish is bad when you're using it in a negative light, you know what I'm saying? But if you taking care of you and you the only you fucking got, how the fuck is that bad? You know what I'm saying? I ain't kicking babies down steps. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure that I don't kick people in the face. You know what I'm saying? I just need to like fall back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just
me staying to myself. Oh man, have you ever been told that like let's say you take a day to just get off Facebook, or like a week, like you take a hiatus. Has anyone ever come to you and be like, "What's wrong?" Yeah, that's how. Ain't shit wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong.
I just don't want to be on Facebook. Ain't shit wrong right now.
Why it gotta be something wrong?
Why? That's what I was looking for. Why does it have to be something wrong when we take care of ourselves? Like, oh no, I'm gonna go. I need to get out the house. I'm gonna go on vacation. What's wrong?
If I'm
I want to get out of the house and go on vacation. Not gonna like. I want to leave. I want to go to the movies by myself. What's wrong? Nothing.
Can I go?
But what? Aren't you married? Yes. And I want to go to the movies by myself. Like,
it's nothing wrong with that.
I be wanting everybody out the house. Just get out. I love y'all dearly. Get the fuck out. But okay, so
Instagram is talking, girl.
Yes.
We got it going on Instagram.
Both the girls said Mariki, your friend is hilarious. Thank you.
Yes.
And this is just on one mimosa.
That's only one.
Yeah. Shit, I'm like this sober. For real. I cannot ever drink at all, and I'm okay. So, Boston girl says self-care. I have learned the hard way. I just say no. I just said no. I'm sick of people using me. Yeah. There isn't nothing wrong with being selfish at times. Absolutely.
That's right.
This is on Instagram, y'all.
Yeah, this is Instagram thing.
No one will ever take care of you the way you want to be cared.
Right. Put your mimosas up to the thing.
Put your mimosas up.
Put your mimosas up, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes, honey. Absolutely.
There's a if I could find the article, I'm gonna put it through. But there's this there was this thank you. I love it. There was this interesting article I read a while ago. It had to be like over a year ago, and it was talking about how everyone has a love language, and what we tend to do is we speak to people in our love language. We're not speaking to them in theirs. So if your love language is physical touch, and my love language is gifts and items to show affection, and I'm showering you with gifts, you're like, the fuck are you talking about? This does nothing for me. I am a personal touch person.
Yeah.
But we, again, we don't want to step out of ourselves
Right,
to
what is your love
see
language?
what we can learn.
Right.
And even when talking to ourselves,
Yeah.
sometimes we talk to ourselves in somebody else's love language.
It's the next one right there. Self-talk, girl. Self-talk. Oh my God. That is the next point.
What you
Self-talk.
Dirt shit. Okay, go on, Marie. I'm shut up.
Yeah, self-talk is negative talking to yourself. And yes, that's the next way of letting go.
Hunty.
Talking to somebody else. Yes. Hunty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how Boston Girl said that's how people took advantage of me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
They do.
So that's something else that, you know, you might need to release. Just that feeling
caring
of
too much, caring too much will get you. We have that nurturing heart. You know,
Yeah.
that's my cousin, and our grandmother was a lover. You know what I'm saying? She loved everybody, so we have that nurturing heart. But you love so much, you don't know what your limits, or you look beyond the faults of somebody else and allow them to hurt you or allow them in, and versus setting your boundaries up for that, for that individual.
You gotta protect you have to have your fortress.
Right.
You gotta protect your kingdom, your castle, your entity, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Yeah. Put them walls up. If they're helping you. If they help you. Don't just put walls up to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do that shit too. Like, I don't want to do the work. I'm gonna put this wall up. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Do it when it's actually about something.
One thing that I do is with my tantra is a yes method. When I feel myself being stressed or overwhelmed and being pulled here and there, I stop. Mm-hmm. I come to myself. Mm-hmm. Is this getting me to my happy ending result? Mm-hmm. No. Okay, so I'm gonna start saying yes to myself. Yes to my health. Right. Yes to Marika. Yes to, you know what I'm saying? Yes to my love for myself.
Yeah.
And instead of being pulled here and there, I'm stopping and saying yes to Marika instead of saying yes to somebody else. And that's one thing I've learned that's one of the techniques that I've learned for myself. And would love to share with you guys. Can't wait to couple sleep. This is awesome.
Yeah. That's something else that I don't say yes to myself enough. I say no for most things. So, let me say this. Let me ask y'all this. Those of you who are viewing. Are there any of you out there that will go to the supermarket, put things in your buggy, and then before you get to the register, start taking stuff out of your buggy? Mm-hmm. And it's not a money thing that you take. I don't mean taking it out because you're spending too much. I mean taking it out because I don't need this lipstick, or I don't need that stuff for you. You'll start taking out, but stuff for everyone else you'll keep in.
Oh man, yeah.
I've done that.
So instead of being
like
for yourself,
right?
Especially when you get money,
especially when
you get money for you, the present for you. And they said buy yourself something.
Nope, hard to do.
Let it go.
I'm working on that.
You gotta buy it for yourself.
Yeah, working on that. I bought this hair though. Awesome. I did. That was good because I walked around a beauty supply store for 2 days, and I'm that serious. And I was like, I'm serious. I went one day, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. I want it. And then I put it in my basket, and then I was like, no, but my boys need a brush. And I ended up getting a brush and put my hair back.
No.
I did. And then the next day I was like, man, fuck this. I want hair. So I went and got my damn hair.
I'm gonna got my hair.
Bullshit. I want my hair. Hey, Joy. Hey, thank you for loving my hair. Hey, Joy. So yeah, I did that.
She did that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. But that was a hard one. Hey, little victories. What was that? Focus on your game.
That's it.
That was a small victory, but it was a big step. And I'll drink to that.
Drinks to that. I need a refill.
So while we got a refill, while Marika's getting her refill, I'm gonna go ahead and get this commercial popping. Here on Over Mimosas, we like to promote self-business that promotes self-care. Marika is going to. Well, you want to do yours now? Marika made soaps.
All natural.
Yo, these smell so good and they're pretty. Look at them.
Essential oil soap. That's ocean breeze.
It's ocean. It does look like an ocean too. It's so pretty. Can y'all see it? And it's transparent. You can see my hand almost. Oh, that's so cool. I like it. I like it. And it smells amazing.
It does. That's ocean breeze. And this is the baby powder one. Baby powder. Oh, that's Instagram. Sorry. This is the baby powder one. All of it's natural essential oils. And
it's wrapped up.
Yeah, it's wrapped up.
Yes.
And
oh my God, it does smell like baby powder.
So I knew you would like that.
No, we're from Brooklyn. We love baby powder necks. All right, that's what 80s.
Once you wash with it, and it feels so good on your skin. Oh, it got goat's milk. This one has goat's milk and shea butter in it. This one has the goat's milk soap. This goat's milk soap, shea butter, and sweet almond oil in both of them. This one has the goat's milk on this side and shea butter on this side. Great. But it's all natural.
So how much? Hey, Ralph, how much?
There are 3 for $10. What's it? 3 for $10, 2 for $6, and $3.33 for if you want it individual. But you can inbox us. Get your foot
at Over Mimosas or email us at overmimosas@gmail.com. Over Mimosas.
And we all make all scents, any kind you want. So pretty.
And they smell good.
Oh my God, you should see the other ones. Hope we're gonna do it on the next.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on the next commercial. All right. So back to the show. Look, we're having a good day today. Today we are celebrating. We are celebrating. We're just like, and at the end of this video, we are going to have a special thing to talk about. Special announcement. We're really excited about it. Can't wait to get y'all all involved. So stay with us. Also, if you haven't already done it, go head over to YouTube and subscribe to Over Mimosas, because after this show, if you miss anything, we do post this on YouTube and you can watch the whole thing anytime you want.
Anytime.
Day or night. Yeah. Over Mimosas. Seriously, I'm gonna have to get in the drink. But so we've talked about things that you can release, and basically is what you want to let go of, and these are things that they're legitimately holding you back somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in your growth it's not conducive to, and only you know what's not helping you. Like, we can't tell you, oh, you know what I'm saying, your lack of affection is only, we don't know that shit because we're not experts. Right. But you know that, and it's important that you identify that. Also, we've said this in other shows before, and I want to make sure that I keep mentioning it, especially to us in the Black community. As we said, we're not experts, and if there's anything that you feel that you need to talk to a professional about, there's nothing wrong with talking to a professional. No, it's not. Like, mental health is so important and it's been so downplayed, looked down upon in our community,
especially in our Black community. Like, I've been to a therapist twice. I've been to a therapist several times in my life, and this not. I mean, if anything, I've learned the growth from it. And oh God, that's another story. But the therapy,
I don't even know what we're talking about.
The therapy sessions had helped me tremendously get through a lot of stuff. My anxiety, because I did have a lot of control issues, and that was one of my part of letting go, is being in control of myself, my children, and all that. So after me and my husband, we got married, I did have a real bad anxiety attack. I mean, it was not good. And medication and all that, I'm not ashamed to say it, you know. It happened, you know what I'm saying? That's something I got over, you know, and
something that you worked through.
I worked through, and it was a constant, and it's still a constant control issue with me, because I'm so used to being in control of myself, my children, and now they're grown, and I'm like, where you going? Why? No. You're supposed to ask. But Mom, I'm 21.
I'm not ready.
No.
I gotta get ready for that. Oh my God. Yeah, Marika's gets all grown.
So controlling them, you know, going, and like my oldest don't live home. My other one's about to, move out, and I have two of them that have moved out, and I'm like, but.
Look,
Well, I ain't got nobody.
I ain't got nobody to tell what to do.
Why you here?
Nobody.
But that's what we do enjoy. We do enjoy each other, and that's one thing you have to learn within each other. We do enjoy each other, enjoy our relationship. And he do put up with my crazy and some stuff. I have to let it.
Yeah, man.
The control issue. You do have to let it go.
Yeah. So Boston girl said I had anxiety attack of being alone. My son has been with me for 21 years.
Yes.
I finally let go.
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
I got a teenager. Y'all scaring me. Stop.
Yes. So that's one of the hardest things.
That's my baby.
Letting
but
the
I
oldest one go. They come back. They come back.
Yeah.
They come back.
They do. It's not the same.
But it's not the same.
Like so y'all can't see. I got pictures of my children. And I got them from when they were like little to a little more recent and stuff like that. And every day I look and I'm like, and then my oldest son is taller than me, and birthday coming up. He's gonna be 16. Ooh. He's starting his own business. He's. I'm like, what the fuck? Who told you to grow up? But you did it. That's fucked up. Why you putting it on me?
You told him go somewhere.
Shit. I guess I did. Fuck. Anyway, so I guess we kind of touched on why is it important. Why is it important to release things? It's important to release things because you may not know or may not want to acknowledge that things are holding you back, even down to the littlest things could be holding you back emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, progressively. You could literally be standing in your own way just by how you think about certain things. Like, okay, so I got a pet peeve, right? I have several, but one of my pet peeves is y'all gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I'm a poet. One of my pet peeves is grammar errors. Grammar and spelling errors. I know you probably gonna think I'm ridiculous for it, but that's one of my things. And I know it doesn't seem like much, right?
It might my damn book. Stop! My shit is all.
But see,
did you say it? Did you say the mess? I'm just saying.
Yes, I did. I keep trying to look at it. Like what? Y'all know what I've been looking down like. Read it again. No,
but chicken scratch right here.
But it's one of my pet peeves, and I know it sounds like it's nothing, but I have literally had times where I have let it control my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on Facebook and you look at, people posting up shit. I can't even enjoy a happy post from previously. Couldn't even enjoy a happy post from somebody that's, spreading positivity because they used the wrong there. They would use THEIR instead of THEY''RE. And I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about? And then I'm noticing, but this is a judgment thing. Yeah. So now I'm having a judgment on. Right. See how I put that in? I'll be saying shit.
Wow, you do be saying.
I do be saying shit. It be sounding like I be saying shit, but I be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So so it was a judgment thing that I passed off on other people because their grammar wasn't a certain way, and I wouldn't allow myself to receive whatever message they were trying to get to me because I'm too busy focusing on the little shit. Yeah. And that falls into I snowball into shit. For y'all who don't know what snowballing is, I explained this in another show. Snowballing is when you take some little pebble and it's a snowball and it turns into an avalanche.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Here it come.
So right, that's snowball.
Ready?
So taking that into, what I'm saying, just taking something like grammar. My son calls me a grammar slammer. Don't laugh. The kids call me a grammar slammer, and I'm thinking about getting a tattoo, but they've been stuck with me. Fuck it. All right, so there's that turns into judgment for people and how they write, and that turns into being a perfectionist all that falls in line, and that's something I need to let go of. And I have been letting go of it because I've been looking at Marika book.
So yeah, she gonna have to let that shit go because this right here is gonna be a lot of this chicken scratch right here in front of us. In front of us.
Yeah. She did it while I was looking one time, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So that's an F.
Yeah. I'm a grader. I'm an upgrade.
No, you don't. But you know what? That's you, and it works. You understand what it means, and I trust you. So as long as I trust you and you know,
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Because my filing system might not be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to these comments while Marika's looking through that thing. So Kay said negative energy is toxic. Exercise it.
Yes. And you know what? That the yes method that I've learned is my exercise to get that negative energy out of me. Like really, it's a yes method that I do in my tantra, and I'm yes for like 30 seconds, and it's like it's like so releasing, and it's like okay, I could go on for with the rest of my fucking day because I'm not gonna let this shit. And then I hold up, let me go back. You know what I'm saying?
Did you almost say fucking, but not really say it?
I did.
No, I did. You said fucking.
I said fucking.
No, you did not say fucking.
Excuse me. Fucking shit. Can I say it like that?
Good job. We're working on Marika and her cursing. Because she curses very well until she gets on camera, and then she's like, motherfucker. So.
You know what? The thing is with that, sometimes, because I really wasn't a cursor growing up, hearing it from my parents, and that's learned, whatever. Anyway, hearing it from my parents and aunties, it's like, oh, she's a good cursor. Like you could put motherfucker with everything and motherfucker really and you roll with that shit. I'm like, okay, can I say fuck in the middle of this one right here? Is it okay?
All right. It's about product placement. It's about product placement. Like so you have to know.
I feel like I'm saying something wrong. Then I feel like I'm being judged about it. That's one of the things I have to let go because I do look. I at times. I feel like when I'm doing stuff, especially with this, you know what I'm saying? Over most, I feel like I'm being judged at times, but sometimes I'm like, you know what?
Fuck it.
You know,
that was a good fuck. That was a good fuck.
Sometimes I'm like,
y'all give us some thumbs up for that fuck. That was a good strong fuck too.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that you cherish.
Because you know what? I am the good one. That's your cousin. I'm the good one. You're the bad one. That's why. I'm just joking.
Y'all, that was good.
And she lives in the West Coast.
Oh, what up? So this is like
California.
3 hours ahead right now.
That's
it's still daylight.
California.
Where you at? It's still daylight. It's dark in the bit down here. Y'all ain't telling me about the South dark. You've been down here longer than I have, right? Yeah, you ain't tell me about the South dark. That's a different type of dark.
Like for real?
Dark in the South is a black. Like, stop playing. Like, it's the type of black that if you're walking by yourself, you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, you are.
To get yourself, to psych yourself out like, no. I'm good. Going.
It's 6:28 and still daylight. Oh
yeah, still daylight.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, cuz.
Yeah, right. Because it's super nighttime.
Yeah,
but So so next on the list is so we know why it's important to release things. It could be holding you back from something. How can you release things that you're holding on to? You talk about it. We talked about that earlier a little bit too. You can cry it out. I actually told this to my son. I have a 12-year-old son. He was about to be 13. They're growing up so fast. But my son, he had dealt with like bullying, and he's a small guy. He's a little guy, and big heart. You know what I'm saying? Not really afraid of nothing. But he was getting tired of being picked on. And he had some things going on with him internally that he just wanted to work out. So I was like, there's something I tried when I was, a little younger. And I've even done it when I was an adult. And that's writing a letter to myself. Truth-telling letter that I would only see.
Right.
You don't have to mail it to nobody. You don't have to give it to nobody. As soon as you're done writing it, you get the words out, you get the tears out, you get the emotions out. You can destroy it, but you have to get it out. It's like if you're feeding yourself poison, you know what I'm saying? You have to get rid of it.
Yeah, you do.
You have to get it out of your system. And sometimes poison isn't just, food or that type of sustenance. It's thoughts. Yeah. And you gotta purge that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stick your finger down.
That's that vampire energy. That's
vampire energy.
Yes,
spiritually transmitted diseases.
Like, that's one of them. Yes.
For real.
Like, really. That.
But that's one thing that I've done. I've wrote down. So being transparent again, I've had issues with not knowing who my birth mother was at one time in my life, and I was angry for many years. I was just mad, and I would just hold on. My mother left. 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 Just over and over. And then I sat down and I actually wrote a letter explaining how the fuck I really felt, other than just being mad or just putting up this, mad or just disobedient persona, because I'm really not that person. But I wrote the letter. I never showed it to my mom. I never showed it to a friend, nothing. I wrote the letter, got it out, cried till I damn near threw up. Wow. And then I got rid of it, and it started. It was a healing process.
That's a part of the healing process.
And now I write often.
Right, and that's awesome. That is an encouraging thing for me to do, because I've been through it, not sort of similar, but I blame. Inside me, I kind of blamed my mom for moving down here and away from my dad. You know what I'm saying? And being around him fulfilled my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because he was. Daddy, I was the only girl. Even though I have an older sister, which I love dearly, or whatever, and she was born and raised in Jamaica, and I was, born and raised here. And being around him as a little kid, he wasn't always around, but when he was there, Dad was there. Right. And when my mom moved down here, it was like something that I withheld within me, kept it within me, because I wanted to be in New York. I wanted to be around my friends. I wanted to be with my dad. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was a type of thing of, well, how am I going to get over this? And now that my dad has been taken away, well, he wasn't taken away, he's in Jamaica, and from immigration and all that stuff, and anybody whose eyes is open during this time, y'all know, with Mr. 45, you know what I'm saying? So I will not, go down that rabbit hole, but knowing that he's still here, knowing that he's still here, and I'm able to still talk to him and explain myself, but this journey that I'm on now, and about to go see him after 21 years of not seeing my father. Like, he got deported the day my baby was born. As I was pushing my daughter out, my dad had got deported. So
yeah, that's heavy.
Friday is the 30th, and it's been 21 years since I've seen my dad. Like, actually, and that was the hardest thing in my life. Even though I can call, yes, absolutely, but there's nothing like, hey, how you doing? Let's go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that was the hardest thing. But I did blame her. And I had to learn to forgive myself for blaming, that, because she didn't have nothing to do with that. I didn't know. I'm a kid. I didn't know what was going on with her up there. Then coming back, backing up to me as of daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? Because I trust that. I went that way, and then it's like, I have to work on me. You know what I'm saying? And when that door closes, when I do reunite with him, because I'm going to see my father. Yes! I'm good to see my daddy. Yeah. And it's going to be a bridge that's going to close, and that's going to be one of the things that's going to heal me as of releasing that other stuff, which I held on to for all these years of not being there for me, not telling me how the jokers are, And it's like, I can't blame him for it, but, it's like, I want to so bad.
Yeah.
But I have to let that go because it's nice.
I don't know. That's real shit. Like and that's another thing, blaming other people or blaming ourselves for things that other people did. So I spoke about this on all the shows. This is something that me personally, being transparent, because me and Marika do this on the show because we are sharing experience. We're not saying y'all got to spill your beans, but you know what I'm saying? We're saying it because sometimes you just need to know you're not the only one.
Right.
So I've said it before, I'm a rape survivor. And it took a long time for me to not blame myself for it. And that came along with, you know, things that you hear and you see, like, the discussion of, oh, well, girls shouldn't dress this way, or don't wear anything provocative, or don't entice boys, or, you know, hey, don't entice boys, or don't, you know, don't sit a certain way, or whatever. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's telling that just speaking for me, that was telling me you did it. I'm saying, no, you were too friendly. You were too nice. You walked too slow. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. When you looked this and that. You looked a certain way. You looked directly at him. You smiled.
You was too happy. So, and I had to cut. Like that guy. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. There was a guy. I was at the Best Buy, and I was just being happy me. You know, happiness brings out the best of me. Yeah. I ain't gonna come up to me, so what's your number? I seen you smiling when I walked through the door.
That wasn't for you.
I was just
this ain't about you.
I can't smile. Me, my smile.
Right.
Can I have that?
This
moment. You know.
But it's so fucking crazy that, like, you never know what people are going through. But that's one of the things that I had to, like, really look at. You know, it took me years. I'm 36 now. I'm gonna say it maybe took me about, I'll say, a cool 22 years to accept that it wasn't my fault. A cool 22 years. That I was like, no, I didn't do it. And it took me having my own daughter and looking at her like, or even my sons, and being like, no, you don't, nothing you're doing is warranting someone else doing something to you. That's that other person. So I had to let go of that, and we talked about this in another show too, shame. Had to let go of shame, had to let go of guilt, had to let go of blaming myself for other people's fuck ups. It wasn't me. What happened? Especially with the camera's right there, son. So yeah, mom shit. So especially now. So I'm gonna speak on this because 45 is our president. But to it, I'm gonna do that every fucking time. And we now, it ain't like the racist motherfuckers that's been racist ain't been racist and they just started being racist because 45 was hell. But to it. This is just that motherfuckers is deciding to be bold over the years and just want to show their ass. Like, that's what's popping in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I have had black friends that have been on some black on black crime shit, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, damn, what kind of fucking person am I if me and you are friends and I can't stand you right now? Not my fault. Not my fight. No, it's your ass. That's you can stay over there. You got to deal with that. I'm not taking responsibility for shit just because I'm your friend. I'll take responsibility for what I have done and what I have contributed to with you as my friend. But if I didn't do it, if you came with your own bullshit or whatever, I'm not going to take blame for that. I wouldn't want Marika, we've been friends for years, I wouldn't want Marika to take blame for my insecurity. No. She didn't do it. Just because she's present when it comes up, that's still not her fault. It's not her job to fix me. It is whatever we've committed to each other. That's what we're gonna do. And we, from the beginning, have said, even without saying it, we're gonna be honest as fuck. Yeah. This is who we are. From day one. Might not like it, but this is how we talk.
Look, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
And from here on out, it's gonna be honest.
Can I be honest? And that's it. So I can be honest one time? You do know this means forever, right?
Forever.
You kind of like just gave the green light. You got the what? Oh no, the nerve. So Instagram will be back, but Facebook we're still here. But yeah, like or talk about relationships. How we take responsibility for our spouse or our partner's flaws. I did that. Being transparent, I did that a whole lot in almost every relationship. Even the relationship with my husband recently, like in the last couple of years before we got married, or even it creeps up because bad habits are hard to break. But I'll find myself having to be like, oh well, that's him. No, that's your shit.
Yeah.
I don't want him to claim my shit just because we married. I got to work on that shit. So there's that. That's one thing that I can say I need to release. I need to stop. Or I have been working more on saying no has been very helpful. Saying no is empowering like a motherfucker. Try it. Say no on some simple shit. Go to the drive-thru, and if they ask you if you want to make that a large meal, say no. No, I motherfucking don't. Don't have to say motherfucker unless you don't want to, unless you want to. But no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a dealership and they ask, so you want to buy? No, I don't. I just wanted to come in here because we're in South Carolina and it's 189 degrees outside and you have air conditioning. I just want to walk around these fucking cars and look at them. I'm not going to touch a whole bunch of shit, but if you give me the keys, I will test drive this bitch and I still don't want your fucking car. The answer is no. The answer is no. And who is going to pay for it? So,
let's go to the comments.
Oh, okay, comments. Hey,
punch on.
I've been talking.
I've been talking. We've been ignoring you guys. Thank you guys for joining us, though. We love you guys.
Thank you.
You guys are so awesome.
We're excited. This is fun.
Okay.
We're also getting Instagram back up. So, comments that we have, and feel free to comment. Talk about your own experiences. So, comments that we have are study clearing your chakras. That purposeful meditation has been life altering. Man, chakras is no joke. I'll put in the comments and also on our YouTube page, I'll add some resources of things that we've learned about and websites that we've gone to and books about chakras. The Chakra Bible. Yeah.
It's so fun.
It is good. It's a good book because it talks about like colors that attribute to different chakras and what types of food you can eat to help feed that chakra, and how certain ailments will let you know what chakra is out of alignment.
Is out of alignment, and how to spin your chakras, how to, flatten, how they can get flat, and you can bring them back up and bring life back into yourself through your chakras. It is so beautiful, and the color auras and the meditation through it. And, oh my goodness, and how you
meditation is important altogether. And sometimes I know I fall short of it, but you got to take that time for yourself to like really give yourself a recharge or even a reset. Not so much to like amp you up all the time, but sometimes you just need to be at peace. Like if you're a person that deals with anxiety a lot, that could really help just calm you down and help get you to the next step of your day. You know what I'm saying? It's not a set in stone. You meditate one time a day. No, you do it as much as possible. There's a lot of guided meditations that are out. We can send you some resources on that inbox if you have any questions on stuff. And if we don't know the answer, we'll ask. We'll find it. We have no problem asking questions. Kay also said, I also self-impose solitude for short periods. That helps.
It does help. I go outside and take my shoes off and walk on the ground, do some grounding work, and just walk around in circles.
I know. I've heard a lot about grounding, and I haven't done it yet because I'm such a city slicker, and I don't want bugs on my feet. I'm going to work on that, though.
So important.
I'm going to work on that. I am going to work on that. I'm just saying. The bugs. The bugs. I'm just bugs, and it's for real.
And then with the grounding, as you're grounding with the walking on your feet, walking your feet in the grass, you're releasing that extra energy into the earth as well. So when you do have that anxiety and you go out, you could go outside and you feel a lot of energy going on and you didn't release that exercising or doing something, walk around.
So let
with
me
your shoes off in the grass.
So let me tell you.
And that's the part of the ground.
I'm sorry, y'all. There was a notification that won't come on. Let me tell you. So I went to a poetry retreat. I'm a member of the Watering Hole Poetry Organization, and every year we have a retreat at the end of the year. So last year, at this retreat, there was a whole lot going on. Like energy was just all over the place. We were dealing with some really heavy things. We were learning a lot. We were in a whole new place. And there was one young lady, I apologize for not remember her name, but she said that she frequently will go out and just scream into, like, just scream, just put it out there. So we went to the water because there was a lot of swamp. It was in Santee, South Carolina, Santee State Park, and she was like, I'm ready to scream, anyone is free to join. And I'm like, okay, we was going through something. We were dealing with a loss in our family, in our community. So we went out there and we just screamed. I mean, and this was like from the gut scream. It was like, it almost felt like I was like crying. Like it was just like, I can't even like really describe it.
That was
with good words,
awesome,
but
release.
It helps.
That was a part. Let's give it up for the release. Woo! And that is one of the releases that we would love for you guys to do on our release challenge. Or any type of release that you want. But it's coming up. I'm excited.
No, I know yours are, but actually that's the next thing we're gonna go through. So the next steps. So as you know, if you've been watching over Mimosas, what we do is sometimes we have a who, what, where, when, why type questions. So we've asked, why is it important to release? How can you release things that you're holding on to? And the next steps we're going to talk about, Marika and I, over Mimosas, is starting a challenge. This is called the Release Party Challenge. Now, this is how the challenge works. You can choose to send this to the Over Mimosas. You can post it on Over Mimosas page. You can post it on your page. You can tag hashtag Release Party Challenge. You can just do it for yourself. But take a piece of paper, write whatever it is that you want to release, and then in your own special creative way, release it. You can burn it, you can shred it, you can dice it, you can slice it, you can dance on it, you can twerk on it, I thought of a cool one. I wish I knew how to do this, skeet shooting. So you can put it on the skeet, set it up, and then pop! Pop! Whatever you want to do to release whatever it is that's on that paper. Yes. We are encouraging everyone to participate in the Release Party Challenge. And like I said, even if you don't want to send it to us, or if you don't want to post it, that's cool. Fine. Because it ain't for us.
Yeah, it's not for us, for you.
It's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we're definitely going to do it. Yeah. I have a couple things.
My several rituals is writing the shit down and burning it on the back porch. Really I do that all the time. And you can do it more than once.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's the same shit, and you ain't released it yet, write it
do
again.
It. Do it, whatever. So that is what we're introducing. We are introducing our Release Party Challenge.
Go
release it.
Go release. Hey, go release.
I can never really rock right. I feel like I'm always.
I never knew.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong.
I never knew.
I know it's something like this, but it's kind of like. But they be doing it so small. Like the kids do it. I be like,
I never knew.
I never wanted to be that mom that didn't know how to do the current dances. So it's fucking me up.
I want to be that mom.
I want to know all of them. So it's fucking me up that I can't really rock. I'm gonna look to my 7-year-old. She knows. Mm-hmm. Or YouTube. Yeah. Think they got a tutorial? I'm sure they do. Yeah. Until then, I'm not doing it. I'll do this one.
Yeah.
I know how to do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. My sons are gonna be like, what? Stop.
Mom,
I'm gonna pull up the school and just dab.
Girl.
Dab on the stab. Dab on the stab. Bang. Good job.
No.
Oh, this wasn't. Oh, wasn't so we don't dab at the PTAs? Okay, whatever. All right, whatever. So, yes. So that is, that's pretty much our show tonight.
It.
Like I said, we're going to go ahead and post this up on YouTube. If you are, who's that? Hey, Denise. Hey!
I can't get the live updates. They are. I cannot.
Yeah, they're over here. They're over here.
Yeah, I cannot get the live updates on this thing. I don't know why, but hey, everybody! Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Hope you.
We were talking about release Release party. What do you want to release? What do you want to let go of? What is holding you back? What's fucking with your life? What's altering your story? You know what I'm saying? What's in your way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you need to like, let me go on a rampage real quick. What you need
Do
to
it.
get the fuck
Do
up
it.
out the way?
Do
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Do it.
What's making you say nah, not today, tomorrow? What's making you procrastinate? You know what I'm saying? What's got your wig itchy?
Yeah.
Like what's happening?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's got your titties all tied up? You know what I'm saying? What's got them all tied up? You know what I'm saying? What do you need to let go of? Is it a person? Is it ideal? Is it something that's financially binding you? Is it
something that's holding you back from that next level that you know is there waiting on you, but you want to sit there and see what they gonna do?
What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Is it materialism? Is it Facebook? You know what I'm saying? What's holding? What you holding? Is it your phone? Is it your nigga?
Yo, let's talk about this last let go though.
This last let go. All right, so let me tell you what happened, right? Like real true story.
Yeah,
so this is what happened. This is what happened.
This is why we're partying.
This is why we're partying.
Happy anniversary, bro.
Thank you. It's my third wedding anniversary today. So, we ain't gonna tell both sides. I'm gonna tell one side, but the important side. So, like the important side is, so I have had automobiles, right? I don't want to have a car payment. I own these automobiles, but they don't work, and I hold on to them because I own it.
Yeah.
But it don't work.
We all know.
So why am I holding on to it if it don't work just because I own it? So then translate that into some other shit. What do you hold on to just because you own? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Every woman in my family's been divorced, so I own that I'm going to be divorced. Or all my friends are single, so I own that I'm going to be single. Or everyone that I know is just working from paycheck to paycheck, so I own that that's just how shit is. Hey, Terica! Or I own that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? What are you owning that's not fucking working?
Right.
Let that shit go.
Let it go.
I'm letting my shit go because
it's
not fucking working. Like,
it's not for you.
And that's actually how this shit got started over Krispy Kreme, talking about what we're holding on to that just don't damn work. Is it? Let's be on some real shit. For my parents out there, are y'all still whooping your kids just because motherfucker said whoop your kids?
Yeah.
But it's not fucking working.
Yeah, it's not.
Why are you still whooping your kids? I get it if it worked. Well, but I don't get it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I like for years, me and my husband been trying to like. I really have. I have beat ass out of tradition.
Right.
Out of tradition. But I got the type of kids that's like, ow. But I still want to I still want to take that skateboard and go straight down the hill. Like I still this is it.
Take the skateboard down the stairs.
Down the stairs. I still want to eat the last of your cookies because they're delicious.
Yeah.
I know you want my ass for it, but the cookies are still there. So, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing that's not fucking working? What friend are we constantly talking to and losing our sleep over that's not listening and don't really give a fuck about whether your opinion or your advice is going to work? They just want someone to be invested in they fucking drama. What are you doing that's not fucking working? And if it ain't working, let that shit go. Whether you own it or not, you can get. If you own it, you can let it the fuck go.
Yeah.
You can let it go. Like you can unlearn some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like what are we doing? That was the. And let's be on some other real shit. Again, 45 is president. Tui, what racist white friends we got that we just holding on to? Or not even racist white friends we got. How many racist motherfuckers are we still trying to understand why Black Lives Matter? Like, that shit's not working. I don't want to explain shit to you no more. I'm done fucking talking. Yeah. Like, and
they'll figure it out.
And if you don't, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Let it go.
Let that shit go. You gotta treat motherfuckers like exes. Like real exes. You know what I'm saying? Like exes that done stole your money exes. Like not a regular ex where, you know what I'm saying, y'all separated on good terms. No, I'm talking about exes who took your money and dick was whack. You gotta treat them like those exes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them motherfuckers like clear go. Like we can't even bust a good nut. You just piss me off. Like what are you here for? Stop. Again. Alright, y'all. Don't y'all follow me up.
And we
It's
are
not my
over
fault.
Mimosas.
We
We
are
try
over
this commercials.
Yeah, commercials. So let me tell y'all real quick. Now we got a commercial break. So I got stuff too. This is a towel. My towel says for why. Like for why? Like motherfuckers still at your house eating your food, not contributing. Why they still there? You know what I'm saying? And then another one that I have is my hashtag. I said it because we normally say some shit that we know we need to say, but we'll hold ourselves back. And when you finally let that out, you be like, "I said it.
I said it.
I damn sure said it. I don't say
I
that."
said it.
So these are my towels. My towel is at $10.
Only $10.
I also have another towel that is. It says hashtag eat this pussy.
Eat this pussy.
That's one of my. For those of y'all who know me, that's one of my signature poems and stuff. But I have to get some more.
Yeah,
but
sold out. But
yeah. So that's what it is. So now you know
for these products.
that we're doing stuff. We're definitely gonna be here every Wednesday. We're gonna talk about more topics. We have events coming up. October 28th, we have a sensual dance instruction over mimosas. So you're gonna learn chair dances and you're gonna learn floor routines. Now, unfortunately, this is not gonna be on Facebook Live.
No,
this is gonna be in person in Columbia. So if you are interested in attending the dance class that Marika and I will be instructing, hit us up at overmimosas@gmail.com, or you can hit us up in the inbox at Overmimosas on Facebook.
And there will be an invite out.
There will be an invite out soon. Yes, so you can register and come on through.
Yeah, come on through.
What else are we doing? October 20th, we are doing...
October.
That is October. Yeah, it was 20th.
No, 20th. The show.
My show? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Y'all, I'm terrible at promoting myself sometimes. Okay, so I do have a poetry show here in Columbia. It is the Writer's Block Poetry Show, TWBPS, and that is the first Thursdays of every month. So this month, it'll be October 5th here in Columbia.
Woo!
And I give the audience homework.
And guess what? Somebody doing their homework.
You did the homework?
I did the homework.
Oh, shit! That was a good one, too. So if there's any poets that are watching and y'all are interested in getting some of the prompts that are set out at the Writers Block Poetry Show, hit me up. Hit us up over Mimosas and we'll go ahead and give you that info. October 20th, we are also having a couples night where Marika is going to be facilitating. We're going to be learning about
the Tantra that I talk about in these past shows and this one as well. Y'all can come hit us on the inbox. It's couples night, couples only, open-minded people.
Yes.
Come in and enjoy a good night of learning each other with your husband and yourself and
your wife,
your spouse, your boyfriend, your significant other. And just come and have a good time and learn some nice little techniques you can use in the bed.
That's true.
They're all PG. They're all nice. They're all PG. It's fun. Fun fitness is me. Yes. Oh, I mean, you can make it X-rated. After the door closed. I'm just saying when I'm teaching you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to teach them.
You said PG.
I'm not saying it's PG rated in front of everybody. We're going to be cussing, but I'm not doing that X-rated. You do it behind.
Okay. Well, I get that. Then.
Let's do that. That's cool.
So.
Yay.
We appreciate y'all so much for viewing. Thank you for sticking with us. We will be back next week and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. This is Over Mimosas. I'm Queen.
And I'm Marika.
Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
Love you. Peace.
2 buttons.